Good evening, Flosstube, and welcome to my Flosstube number 4. I'm very excited to come to you tonight on Saturday the 16th of March 2018. Very excited because I didn't think I was going to get there this weekend. Don't know if you recall, if you watched my previous one, but I was meant to be taking a bunch of Cub Scouts on a camping trip this weekend. Fortunately, because we really need it, it's raining, it's bucketing down, and the people who organised the camp had the good planning and sense to postpone the camp before it started. So that gave me a bonus weekend of stitching, and I am so thrilled about that. I'd like to firstly welcome you all back. I particularly would like to welcome the new people who might be checking me out for the first time. Hopefully you find something you enjoy watching and you keep coming back. Hit subscribe, leave a comment. I'm loving the interactions in the comments, especially loving the people who are finding me who are either new floobies like me or who are from Australia. So if you are an Australian viewer and you've got your own Flosstube channel, please shout it out to me below. I'd love to check you out. Or likewise, if you're a floobie and you've only done like 1 to 4 less than me, I'd love to check you out and give you a bit of love. It's great to see what's getting on around the world. So I have been busy stitching as well as my job. I was just noticing with this new arrangement, always trying out new angles, you can see there, one of my other sides of my life, I play tuba and euphonium and trombone, but there's my B-flat tuba sitting there parked behind us near the piano, which I don't play really, not much. I have been loving all my Facebook activities. I have been getting so involved in watching everyone's Flosstubes. I'm not going to do shout outs to particular people for Flosstubes today for something different, but I have been watching lots, enjoying watching all the market things and trying to be good and not want to buy too much stuff. I have been doing Stitchopoly for the semi-stain stitches and loving that because it's just quick. You stitch on anything, you can use stuff you're using for other things, and you get around the board. I keep landing on a lot of the same properties, and I noticed I land on Sue Hillis designs a lot, and I don't actually know Sue Hillis's designs, so I think I need to look them up. Oh dear, maybe I want to buy some. Scary. The only interesting roll I had this week was I landed on Lilypad, which is like a chance or a chest, community chest, and I got a card which said that I was busy stitching and lost track of time and missed the sale. So I had to do 100 stitches. 100 stitches isn't many, but that was great. That was not a bad, interesting card. So it goes till the end of the month, and I'm really enjoying it. Was causing some stress earlier this week when Facebook had its outage. Luckily for me, I was at school, so while you guys were all struggling in America at night time, not having your Facebook, I was just teaching my classes and not knowing there was any problem. The joys of being in Australia. I've also been continuing to work on the Stitcher games. Even though I don't have to because I'm already in the final, I still wanted to challenge myself and complete the challenges. This week's homework, whoa, it was a huge challenge for me. I had to stitch 1,500 stitches in blue. Blue. I love blue, but can I find any of my current whips that have more than a couple of stitches of blue? And I figured I couldn't use the border of my painted orphan sow because I'd use that as grey, because it is grey, but it's a bluey grey, but I didn't want to double dip because that would be not really the right thing to do. So 1,500 blue meant I had to crack open a couple of my mania starts. So I started with, where'd it go? This lovely little bag I got from the $2 shop. I started with this one, Juniper Designs Fragrant Cottage. Look at that wonderful blue. And I thought, yep, that is truly a great colour. Oh, I'll get heaps done on that, all those blues. And so I commenced stitching on it, and I got the blue done, but as you can see, it doesn't really look blue. However, I counted it because it is blue on the picture. Unfortunately, that was only 362 blue stitches. What to do. So I contemplated moving on to a next juniper design called Moggies, which is also blue. But then I thought, well, if that was only 362, this one might be too. So that one's just going back into the to be done in a little while pile. So then I went, all right, next one I really want to do is Christmastown. It's Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I got it a few years ago on a PDF, so I'm going to need to insert, as Steph would say, insert picture here. And I stitched the blue, which you'll notice is blue on blue. You can see it, yes, that's good. Actually, it comes out better at this light. So I'm stitching the blue on the blue, having to count and double count, make sure I jump. I don't usually like jumping that far. This one is came as a kit from Frosted Pumpkin with the DMC and the specialty threads, and it's on Crystal Arctic 28 count cashel from Picture This Plus material. Don't usually know what my material is, but I paid attention to it for you guys because some of you care. Love it. Look at, I don't know if you can see the sparkles, probably not. There's sparkles in the material. It's beautiful. So enjoying doing that one, really enjoying that. We'll come up again a bit later. So that one though, that was only 444 blue stitches. Oh, didn't get there. 1500 blue stitches. So I had to crack out a third one. So my mania now, my plans have changed. Won't be a whole month of starts. It's going to have to involve my whips. That's all right, I'll work out a plan on that. So I have a lot of these. I have a lot of Christmas ornaments by Brooks Books. And as you can see, this lady here is very blue. So I went, what the heck? Let's get her out. Let's get her stitching and stitch her blue. And she was able, with that many stitches, which is, I didn't write down how many, but it was about 500. Anyway, it was enough to make my 1500. And this is actually a pale blue. It's hard to tell, but it is a pale blue. It is called Baby Blue Ultralight 3756. And well, it meant I had to go shopping because my threads, as I told you last week, my thread stash is going very well. I have got all the ones that are green and pink. So the green and pink ones I have got, and I need the rest just to complete my stash, and unfortunately that thread was one of them. So I had to go shopping, much to my husband's disgust, to buy a new thread. And you wouldn't believe it, my local Spotlight has done this to me twice. I have gone and got just the simple skein of DMC thread, 3756, you can see it's a bit more blue there, empty drawer where it belongs. Same thing happened to me with the crew a week or two ago. Luckily, I dug around in the neighbouring little things and someone had hidden it. Why do people hide the ones I want? Luckily, I found it. So I was able to keep stitching and finish that homework for Stitcher Games. So even though it doesn't matter because I'm irrelevant because I don't count, I have managed to finish it. That's a great sense of satisfaction, really enjoying that. I also did a few other things of shopping. From JK Stitching, I got a delivery, I'm pretty sure it was this week, a couple more Q-snap frames because I was planning for Mania and I've got a few whips on the go. I needed some more frames, so I bought a couple more. I also thought, I'm about to be doing all this stitching and have all these projects, and it's really expensive to frame them, and I am going to look into what I can do to finish some of them different ways. I'm not quite as fancy as Priscilla and Chelsea. Another lady, I can't remember who, but I think her name was Lynn. She did a finish during the week on a Flosstube and on Facebook, and I commented that I think I might have to do a Lynn. It was very classy. Still involves sticky board, much more economical, and I do like the idea of rotating projects that I can rotate, and I have bought some in my stash recently. I have some shopping coming, but for this week, I bought myself a finished project box. And look, it's got some really pretty birds on it, really my style. but I just wanted to have somewhere to put my finished projects. So there's my 2 finishes for the year in there already, ready and waiting. And then I'm getting too much stuff. This piano, the top of the piano is my craft storage at the moment. It's getting a bit busy. So this box I thought I'd talk about came from Woolworths, and it's got my beads and my scissors, and in the top it's got this little pull-out section with all my metallic threads and my container of needles. So I've got all these things, and so when I was buying that one little skein of thread, you know, I went to the shop to buy this. It was being a bit lonely, so I needed to get some metallic things for the books ones I'm doing, and it says Krynic, but I don't have access to them, so I went and bought some more of the beautiful shiny Guttermans to use. Purple, turquoise green, silver, hot pink, pale green, rose gold. I've already got the real gold, and I also got a pale mauve and a pale blue that are already in my book kit. So I really like that because it keeps it all nice and close together. Clip up the edges, and it was not too expensive. So that was my shopping haul for the week. I thought I did pretty well. I'm also joined up today to the Semi-Sane Stitches Beauty Stitch Along for the month. You have to stitch on anything that's to do with beauty or a beast, and so I'm going to do my Brooks Books Angel for that. I've been spending a bit of time hanging on virtual stitches run by Semi-Sane Stitches, and it's a really good thing to do if you want to just sit and stitch and chat to a couple of people who are sitting and stitching. I strongly recommend it, and I'll put that link below. It's been great. You just pop on, you never know who you're going to meet. I've met quite a few nice ladies so far, including Kat, who is the other winner of my season 3 of Stitcher Games. So now we know who we are. We were the 2 people who won our session, who are competing together at the end. Well, I don't know how it works, but anyway, we're from the same district, so that's pretty cool to actually know who I'm playing with. And also Vicky, who's one of the admins of the School of Magical Stitches. You know that thing that I was trying not to join, that I was really, 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 really trying not to join? Yeah, I joined. And it's awesome. I've been enjoying watching it. I thought, what the heck? I said, what solved it for me is that it's this magical school of stitching and literature. I don't have time to read. I'm a full-time high school teacher. I've got 2 special needs children. I am a Cub Scout leader. I play in a band. I don't have time to read. I'm finding time to stitch. And Vicky said, we don't have to read. I thought, oh, okay. If I can just do the stitching, I'm in. I'll happily watch the movie and stitch, but I can't read. I don't have time. So I'm in, and I'm madly catching up my homework. So that leads me to my plans, which is going to sound a bit like a broken record because everyone's plans are the same at the moment. It's to do with my Magical Stitches homework. My project that I've been working on, you will recall my Home of a Quilter project, and I have made a lot of progress on this. So that's the whole project now. It's just a bit tall for my Q snap. You can see I've done almost all the black in the bottom, and that was for my Magical Stitches homework this week. I had to do 500 stitches in black. Sorry for the extra credit for series black. So I got that done. I'm now working my plans on this brown part up here, on the brown. Have to do 300 stitches in brown, which is going to easily finish that. So that's what I'm working on there. And then my other bit of homework was to do with this one. You had to do 300 stitches on an animal that has claws or talons. Don't have to stitch on the animal though, just the project. So my Victoria Sampler, Easter egg sampler, which I'm working on, and you've seen I'm making more progress on, because look at this. Look, little bunny rabbit in Petit Point. He has claws. So I got down to there last week. So now I'm working my way up here to get stitches done for that. And I think I've basically got them all done in this top bit. So that's very exciting to have my Easter egg sampler well underway. So for my homework, I am going to work on my Fragrant Cottage for Turning Back Time. You need to work on a project from the 1990s, and it was published in 1997. So I'm going to work on finishing that. 500 stitches, should hopefully get close to finishing it. For Betrayal, something that is not being as easy as you thought it would be, is actually the Easter egg hunt. I love it, it's beautiful. But I've got to do heart hanger next, and I haven't done that for a while, so I'll have to work on that. Something that's framed, because Sirius Black was framed for killing the Potters, and that's my Painted Orphan Sal. I've got heaps to do on the frame of that, so I will definitely be able to do that. Something that reminds me of Crystal Ball, I'm going to do Snow Angel. And the reason is, if you look at the picture, she's holding that beautifully sparkling globe thing. It's like a wand or a star. This reminds me of a snow globe. So that's why I'm going to pick that one for my snow globe. My crystal ball, sorry. Crystal ball, snow globe. Same thing in my mind. And I will do 500 stitches on something that makes me happy so I can call my Patronus. Probably, if there's 500 stitches, I might do this one for that. After I finish the brown, because you can't double dip. Something about to do with the other part of the world. I'm going to use my love story cell. I haven't done any more on that since last week. I can show it to you, but it's really hasn't gone anywhere since last week. This one, remember. I have got the next part of the pattern though. So this pair of love people, because they look to me like they're in the middle of England or somewhere, Europe, or nowhere near here. So they're from another part of the world. So that's what I'm going to do for that. Something to do with a map. I'm going to do my Christmastown, because it is a village, and villages have maps. 200 stitches on something that's sucking the life out of you, like a Dementor sucks the life out of you. And for that, I'm going to do the fairy tale sale once it comes up. Luckily it's March, April homework, so I have time to catch it up. And yeah, I just find it's a bit of a chore doing the beads. I love it, but I dread getting there. And then once I do it, it's great. It's done, over and done with for the month. All good. So I think that's the one that's sucking the life out of me. I need to watch the Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban and Stitch. Not sure what I'll stitch on for that. I'll work it out. And then because I'm new, I can double up on one of the projects. Then I'm actually thinking maybe of doubling up on the one to do with Crystal Ball. And that's because I was thinking about what to do for this floss tube to make it a little bit longer, because I'm very short. I like short and sweet, and I like the fact that I'm just talking about stitching. I don't like to talk too much about other things. I like to get into the stitching. So in my JK Stitching Supplies group, Groupies, JK Stitching is a good Australian supplier of things. They've got a sale for March, which is called the Mill Hill March. So that in March you're meant to work on something Mill Hill. I have a lot of Mill Hill kits that I could work on. I thought I'd show you my stash of Mill Hill yet to be done. So we have got Barnyard Morning. We have got Sophie the Sheep. Sorry, they're just in the packets. Potting Table. Deck the Hall. Love that one. We've got the Herb Garden. Love that one too. We've got Percy Pig. There is a cow in this series. I have started the cow. I'll have to find where that is. I have got Queen Anne House. That reminds me of Miss Oh So Crafty. She's working on this one at the moment. I actually bought the whole series with the entire kit, perforated paper, and the border frames that go with it. I have the whole kit in my stash. Don't know why this one's out, but anyway, there's that one. Then I have something practical, little scissor pocket. So they're all kits, come with everything I need. No excuse not to stitch them, other than I just haven't. But wait, I have another little bag in here. More Mill Hill stash, Christmas jewels. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. And these cute little badge ones, 2 little badges. Little carolers. And a gingerbread man. Isn't he cute? So they're all in my ornaments, and I'm sort of saving them up. Probably because I think there's some ornament stitch along later in the year that someone runs, and of course I'm going to want to be involved with that, aren't I? So prepare early. But I need your help. I would like you to give me your opinion on which one of these 2 I should do for that extra project this month, for my Mill Hill March stitch along, and also as my extra try at the crystal ball. I thought golden Tannenbaum ornament, because it's in a ball, it's like a crystal ball, or ruby forest. So which one should I do? Put down number 1, ruby forest, if you think I should stitch this one for Mill Hill March, or number 2, golden Tannenbaum. Ruby forest, golden Tannenbaum. Please have an opinion if you watch. I really, really would appreciate your opinion. I cannot decide, and I need your help. So please comment below with 1 or 2, if you can't remember the names. 1 is the red one, and 2 is the tree. I really, really appreciate it. That would be fantastic. And that would give me a direction to go with my next little activity. So that pretty much brings me to an end of this video. Just over 20 minutes, that's not too bad. I'm really loving meeting you all, and I'm really appreciating the people who are commenting and subscribing to my videos. And as I said, I do have a giveaway for when I get to 100 subscribers. So hopefully that won't be too long, and I'll be able to start giving things away. I've got quite a lot of kits to give away. So I look forward to watching more of you on Flosstube during the week. Enjoy your stitching. May it prove relaxing and worthwhile. And I hope for all of you doing the competitions that you can get all your homework done and stay happy and safe. Bye for now.